start working on that neck, getting some release, and I love to use my Gua Sha tool. It really helps with breaking up the fascia, especially on the neck. Certain areas, the horses seem to really like it, and it's a new tool that I have, and helps my work go smoother, and it can go a little bit deeper because I can press on a certain area and have this whole thing be filled with that pressure instead of just one area with my hand. So I'm just gonna start by taking it down here like this on the neck. And again, I already see such a difference in her neck from last time, which is awesome. Yep. There isn't a lot of tension there that I normally feel in that area, so I released a lot, and she's working on herself to release that as well as time goes by. So we have all these muscles, which is actually this start right here is the splenius muscle. Then we have our rhomboids, and these muscles can get a little tight. But what I like to do when we have some tension there is just move their mane back and forth. That's a good girl. Just get some relaxation going, some blood flow. And then with our rhomboids, you can actually take this Gua Sha tool and put some pressure here. Our trapezius muscle, which, guess what? We have a shoulder issue. We're probably going to have some tension in that trapezius muscle. So one of the tools or the techniques I like to use is a cross fiber friction on that trapezius muscle because it's a flat muscle. I also like to just feel around there. There you go. So again, you have to be careful with how much pressure you use on the flatter muscle, but like for her, she's totally fine with that pressure, so it's fine. But you just have to pay attention to what the horse is telling you. Don't want to go too deep or too hard. But this right here, I couldn't really do that well last week, so that was a lot tighter, which is really awesome. I'm so excited to see such a difference in just 1 week. I'm like so excited to see that. And all these muscles, she's just happier all around. Are you feeling better? You like your massages with Mel? Yeah, it's a good girl. So right now I'm working in this pectoral muscle, deeper, getting a little deeper. And I think our shoulder injury really has a lot to do with these pectoral muscles. Do you see how she's backing up? Doesn't really want me to get too deep, but she's not fighting it. She's just telling me, I don't like it that much. Yeah, I don't like it. Good girl. Good girl. So good. Going down these shoulder muscles, we have the supraspinatus muscle, we have the infraspinatus, we also have that trapezius muscle, that's that flat muscle that goes along the scapula, which is our shoulder bone, and the muscle that's behind the shoulder blade is the cranial deep pectoral muscle, which last week was quite tough for me to get in there. I had to be a little bit more careful, and she actually is opening and letting me in there a lot easier. So there's a difference that I like to see. I also, when I'm pressing in there, you see how she gives me an opening here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this area, which can give her a little bit of issues here. There we go. But she's allowing me in there, and she's giving me that place to really loosen up in there. Oh, and some nice licking and chewing, which is a good sign, because that's a sign of relaxation and release. as I'm working on this inner arm, right? So I come down, we have these pectoral muscles, then we have the hyoid muscle, the omohyoid, that connects up to the jaw, which is why I do the facial releases. Then we come down here, and then we have that brachialis muscle. So the brachialis muscle is the one that's connected very, very close to that leg, right? We also have the brachiocephalicus muscle that comes down. It's a big muscle that comes down into these pectoral muscles. The brachialis is a little tiny one in here, but a lot of times, if the brachialis is a little tight, we can have issues with the front limbs. So we really want to release that tension. And I'm getting pretty deep in here, which is awesome. She's also very happy. She's totally fine with me working on her. That's a big change. She was hesitant the last time. Also, she knows me now, so that's a good sign. Oh, that's a good girl. Hiya, you good girl. Releasing all that junk in there. I don't know if I like that, lady. You can release some of the neuropeptides that a horse needs. Those are called the happy hormones. At least I call them the happy hormones. And pressing on a junction of two different muscles is gonna be, that's pressing on the Golgi nerve apparatus. So that is where you can release the neuropeptides into the system and release some of that junk. Good girl. Yeah. There we go. Good girl. And then I rub it out. Yes, it's so warm today. Last week it was not as warm. See, we have a different horsey here. Got Homer.
As a wrap-up, this is Mel Hitchcock with Mel's Equestrian Services. I love to help you and your horse succeed through equine massage, professional body clipping, and dressage training. You can find me on my website at melsequestrianservices.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Mel's Equestrian Services. I hope you take a look and have a wonderful day.